I find it interesting that in this game, the old Gateau is still called an old Gateau. Wouldn't it be called like the Jubilife Gateau or something? Why is it still old? Ah, look at this. Okay, cool. We'll go for Sneasel first, obviously. Hopefully we can get a shiny one this time around. I should really like learn to start uh when I enter in a different like area. I should really learn to like start at the correct camp instead of always having to like teleport over. And it's not that big a deal, but you know, it does save a few seconds. No immediate shiny. How you see me? Hey Team Rocket Admin. How do I never get shinies in this? Heck. I've done so many of these. Well, reset and go to the Crimson Marlins instead. That'll at least save me some of the balls that I threw. I guess all the ones. What can I get here? Bears! I still need the bears. I still need toxic. If I get something good. The Bronzor are everywhere. I wish there were more fish Pokemon in the water. I get that it's like a thin stream, right? Like it's not that much of a river or anything. I still feel like there should be more fish in there instead of just like the occasional barboat. $60 more to go, yep. Hoping to get at least, 2 today, considering we got 2 last time. That's what I do. I make my benchmark whatever it is I got last time and hopefully 1 more. So, at least 2. Like 5 good runs? No, it's not. Recently, the good runs have been 5 new ones. 60 divided by 5 is 12. God, I refuse to believe that you're real. Shake a tree! Dang it! I don't think you're a robot. No, a robot would never get the questions wrong that you get wrong. Or they would never say things so silly as you. I don't think that you're a robot. I just... No. You're not real. Hey Aqua, how's it going? Early gang, yeah, finally. Okay, I'll fight you guys. Now it's raining. Bonk. Why'd you miss? No, is it because it's in the water? Do you need wings to use air slash? I don't know, man. No, you probably could do it if you just have something close to wings. Aqua, thanks for the 20 bits. You want to do it? Scott, you can't even, like... Oh my god, and Scott with the 21 bits. We're doing this again. Why do I have to defeat 40 Krogunk? Why is that a thing? Aqua, thanks so much for the 5,000 bits. Jesus, it's not necessary, but thank you so much. Can't top that. Oh, Scott already loses. It's alright, Scott. I don't blame you. Come on, give me shiny. Game. You're frustrating. Okay, I'll go back to the Toxicroak real quick. Because there are literally no other Pokemon of interest here, so I want to see if, like, if I defeat a couple of Toxicroak, if a shiny one will spawn. Because I definitely don't want to miss out on that since I have to stick to this run anyway. I can't reset again. Aqua, thank you for the 80 bits. Wrong Pokemon? Oh, I don't want to fight all of you at once. And Scott, thanks for the 81 bits. Okay, I gotta kill you first. Ow. Oh, now you're nasty plotting too? Yeah, Aqua did already win, Scott. I want to know if an agile style psychic would kill. It does, cool. And this idiot uses close combat again instead of poison jab. No shinies, unfortunately, but thankfully I didn't use any Pokeballs in this. Aqua, thanks for the 200 bits. Toads are not known for their intelligence. Toads aren't stupid. What? God, I can name somebody else who's not really known for his intelligence, so maybe don't be so mean to toads. Heading outside the village, come on. The energy coming in here is kinda tough. I don't know what you mean by that. If you're talking about how I talk to my viewers, Scott and Aqua are always here, and Scott and I always bicker with each other. Or I guess, jokingly insult each other. It's all in good fun. Don't worry. Scott could tell you. I don't need for ugly. I already have one. I have an alpha one. I have an alpha shiny one. I don't want to see any more for ugly. Scott, thanks for the 202 bits. I can still win this small battles. Yes, perfect. I don't need Magikarp. I already have Magikarp and Gyarados. I would love a shiny Rotom. Those guys are so aggressive and annoying. If I could just get the one. That's why I don't clear. Usually when I find like a massive mass outbreak of Rotom. Oh my god, thanks so much for the gift sub. I can't imagine who did this. Omega Blaziken is now a tier 1 sub, which is very epic. Oh, do we have a hype train going? We got another hype train! Level 1 hype train. Look at that. You'll be taking full responsibility? Good for you, Scott. Good for you. You'll get to have this one if you want. Currently hunting all the shiny unknown. Oh, that's a cool one. Aqua, thanks so much for the 300 bits. You had Aqua? That's not very nice. Scott, come on. You gotta be an active participant here. I don't really know how the hype trains work. I know it's like you get a certain amount of like donations, subs, bits, or whatever in a certain amount of time, right? But I don't really... Like, if you're more popular, is a hype train harder to get? If you're someone who like gets more in donations and such, is the hype train harder to achieve? Or is it just as easy? I don't know. I guess relatively easy. Supposed to be saving money? I mean, I don't blame you for that. You do as you wish. Need to survive the winter seasons? Ah yes, you must sleep on your pile of money to keep warm, right? Isn't that how it is? Oof, Aqua with the challenge. Who's attacking me? Is it the freaking tiny bird? Rufflet? God, thanks so much for 303 bits. So are you going for a full shiny living dex across all games or just this one? Definitely just this one. That's why I said catching all shiny Pokemon in the game and I'm playing Legends Arceus, so I mean just this one. Because it takes too long with the other games. Oh, we got to a level 2 hype train, wow! Thanks, guys. That Braviary looks super weird at this angle. It's not shiny though, so I don't have to worry about it. Give me a shiny Wormadam. Dang it! I can freeze this once. Me who is doing them across all games, questioning my sanity. Well, okay, Fruity Coco, how long have you been doing it for though? Should I drop another 5k? Only if it'll make you happy, Aqua. Do not ask me those questions, please and thank you. I care about your health and safety and sanity. You've already done so much for me. I will not ask anything of you ever. Other than to let me know if you enjoy my content. Oh hey, that's a big bird. Like technically 4 months, but I've only been intentionally doing it for 3 weeks. Oh, okay. I mean, it's a cool thing to do if you want to do it. I definitely don't want to, just because across... So, you say full shiny living dex. Oh, Aqua, thanks so much for the 4,000 bits. It's so nice of you. I like how it's like, should I do 5,000? Ah, I'll be a little nicer about it. 4,000, there we go. Aqua, you're too much. Alright, so... is it okay if I call you Coco? Or do you prefer Fruity? Or do you want me to say the whole name? Let me know. So, are you doing a shiny living dex for, like, the entire National Pokédex? That's a level 4 hype train, jeez. Or are you getting, like, a full shiny living dex for every game that has shinies in it? Coco is fine? Okay, cool. I ask. People usually get, they tend to prefer, like, one half of their name, so I ask. You need help catching a Starly? Why do you need help? What's wrong with it? Do they keep running away from you? If you throw a smoke bomb, they won't be able to see you. Yes, entire national dex. Okay, not... I was gonna say, that's a little much, don't you think? Okay, entire national dex. Well, that's perfectly fine. There were, They go phantom. Well, Scott, if you hide in a bush or throw down like a smoke bomb when you walk up to them, and like you very carefully walk up to them, um, yeah, just throw a Pokeball. Don't get into battles with them because it's very likely that they'll run away. Alright, Coco, that was something that like, I guess back when like Gen 6 was a thing, even Gen 7 was like new. When in the game do you get smoke bombs? Oh, right, you're in the beginning of the game. Alright, Scott, I'm gonna advise you to just sit in a bush. Just sit in a bush and wait for the Starly to be close to you. Coco, thanks so much for the follow. Well, they all saw me now, there's no point. Hiya! Bush camping adventures. Yeah, just do that, no big deal. Eventually you'll get, if you go around the area and like you crouch down in the bushes, you'll eventually be able to like have one close enough to you that you'll be able to throw a ball at it, and they're pretty easy to catch. So you shouldn't have any problems. So I was saying, Coco, I used to watch, when like Gen 6 and Gen 7 were like all the rage and super new and everybody was going insane over the shiny hunting methods in those games. There were quite a few streamers and YouTubers who were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the shiny living dex for the complete national shiny living dex. And they gave up. Because it takes too long. By the time, or at least this is what they decided. I'm not trying to like dissuade you in any way. But I'm definitely not doing it because by the time you get one game finished, or like you finish one, a new game has already come out. Now, if you're pretty caught up and you do them quickly and you do it very consistently, then you should eventually be able to do all of them. Especially since it's not like before where every few years, well, I guess it is like before. We do get a new generation every few years, but I guess every generation doesn't add a crap ton of Pokemon either. So, you could probably do it. Already have 181 shiny so far. I'd say I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah, in 3 weeks, that's really good. The issue comes later when like you have only a few shinies left. But then again, if you're doing across all of the games, then for a lot of Pokemon, like Pokemon that would be hard in this game are Distortion World shinies. You could just ignore those and go for easier ones in other games. Or like an easier method for getting those Pokemon in other games. Like Masuda method, that's a great one, you know? You just hatch eggs forever and then you'll get every shiny pretty much. Except legendaries, obviously. God, I fear that you're gonna find a shiny that runs away immediately. You're gonna find a shiny Starly. Okay, so there was nothing here, unfortunately. But I caught more Rufflet, so that's something. If you find a shiny, Scott, make sure to save the game. I might have only gotten like 70 of those from this game, but I've been doing Masuda Method and Dynamax Adventures for years. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, if you do it exclusive to each game... Oh, I do need Remoraid. Then it takes longer for some games because, like, Distortion shinies in this game are super annoying because they just take so long and it takes a long time for a chance to pop up and then, you know, likelihood of you actually finding the Pokemon you want. Very annoying. How do you save fast? I mean, if you just press the up button... I mean, the moment you press the up button, which is this, the moment you go into your bag, the game is paused. We got a level 3 Hype Train emote. Look at that! If you just press the up button like I just did, like, you'll be in the bag, right? Once you're here, the game is paused. No, the Pokemon won't be able to, like, move or anything like that. I mean, if you think so, Scott, I'll feel really sad for you when you fail Pokemon. When you fail shinies. You only have 3 shinies? Aqua, no! Scott, why can't you spell the word bomb correctly? Give me 2 shiny Remoraid. Or 0. I can't even see them, they're so tiny. I would much rather not fight them, because it takes longer. Eh. Hiya! Epic. Okay, that one's mad at me. I don't want to look at that one. I want to look at the ones that are over there. Where is it? I think I'll just fight them. Yeah, they're really weak. I'll just fight them. Charge beam. Looks on a floaty? Yeah, they put the terrestrial Pokemon on floaty. The water Pokemon just get in the water, no big deal. And then the flying Pokemon just fly over the water. They have to be on a little floaty. What would that do? You'd have to put them in like a little pool. I love Remoraid. I don't think any more of them are spawning. Oh well, time to reset. I can't remember what the other area was as an option for a massive mass outbreak, but oh well, we'll see. I like that you called my Luxray a Luxio at first and then a Shinx. When it's a Luxray. You confuse me greatly, Scott. I forgot to eat breakfast, that's annoying. I was literally supposed to eat breakfast before streaming and I forgot. I got too excited. I'll let you think what you want, Scott, if it'll make you happy. To an extent. I mean, not like I could actually alter your thoughts, but I'll definitely correct you if some of your thoughts are a little too far. Favorite Pokemon? The little Cyndaquil that's right next to me. My favorite little boy. Ah, big bird. But there's a shaky tree here. I must take advantage of shaky tree. No shiny. So we'll do boop 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 and then teleport over there. That'll be the route. But if the trees just shaking because of the storm, then all the trees would be shaking like that. At least all the ones that looked like it. I'm edgy, I think, because Absol is my favorite Pokemon and Dark types are your favorite. So you've got... I'm not gonna say anything. That's funny. Absol's a cool Pokemon. It's too bad that, like, he's not in a lot of the games. Like, they gave him a Mega Evolution in Gen 6, and then I don't remember Absol being in the other games. Did you call it Shiny Diamond? Why there's so many alphas here? I need that shaky tree. Leave me alone. I just want the shiny... Ah! This is not what I wanted. Yes, it's Brilliant Diamond. Leave me alone! Funk. No shiny anyway. Keep running. Too many balloons. Why are any of you able to hit me? I don't appreciate this one bit. You used to be scared of balloons? Why? Oh, well that makes sense. I hate the sounds of balloons popping. Also didn't like fireworks? Oh, I see. Do you get spooked by very loud sounds? I never liked balloons at parties and stuff because people would always just let go of them and then like they'd just float away in the air. And that would always make me sad. One time my mom took me to see fireworks and I ran from them so fast I tripped and threw up. Ah, childhood. Oh god. I never had an experience like that. But as a kid, I always got sad when balloons would float away at parties and stuff. Or when people would pop them just for fun. There was always that kid that, like, enjoyed messing up the balloons. And, like, popping them in other kids' faces. And I always hated that. I'd feel sad for the balloons, not even for the kids. I'd feel sad for the freaking balloons. Because I'm like, they're meant to be, like, you know, inflated and float around and make people happy. And no, you, like, pop them or you let them go so that they fly away in the air and just pollute somewhere. It upsets me. I don't know. I feel that way towards like most inanimate objects. Like I get sad when um if somebody has like leaves a light on in a room and then leaves and doesn't come back to that room, I feel bad for the light. I'm like the light's not lighting anybody. It's not helping anybody. It's being used for no reason. And I get sad. Or same thing with like if somebody leaves a TV on but then leaves the house and the TV's just on with nobody in the house. I've always had that kind of mindset, which is weird. Of course Chip has feelings. Scott, how dare you? Chip is one of the greatest people ever. I keep my TV on Animal Planet when I leave so my cats can hang out with other animals. See, that's different. That's cute. The cats are watching TV. That's fine. Heading to work. Have a fantastic day, except you, Scott. Thanks so much, Aqua. Have a great day. Also, I'm fighting all these weasel, not realizing there isn't even a secondary horde. Can't wait to regular here. I love the energy. Well, that's good. When did I become the resident punching bag? Scott, since you were born. I don't know what to tell you. God, nobody needs to know about your history punching babies. Munchlax. Pretty Coco, thanks so much for the sub. Oh, Aqua. Aqua gifted a sub. Okay, do you see how annoying that is? Sometimes it'll say, oh, Aqua gifted a sub, and just now it said Fruity Coco sub. I don't know who to thank. Thanks, Aqua. There you go, Coco. More incentive to be a regular around here. God, that's not what I said. Haha. Shaky tree. Give me a shiny Burmy. That's a Combi. It's not shiny anyway, and I guarantee you it's, yep, it's male. Well, no shinies here, but for the millionth time, I'm gonna go check, like I actually say I'm gonna go check, and see if my shiny Combi and my shiny Burmy are male or female. Bye-bye, Aqua. Burmy and Combi. My Burmy's a male! No, I need a female! Dang it! I think the next shiny I get, I'll start hunting shiny Galarian and Corsola since I just really want one. Oh, that's good. And that gets rid of Corsola. I mean, would you evolve into Corsola immediately? So I need a female shiny Burmy or a Wormadam, which is annoying. I hope my Burmy would be female so that in case I got a male Burmy, I could just evolve this one in the Worm. And of course my Combi's male. I don't know what the hell I was expecting there. It's only ever gonna be male. Bless me. Sorry. No, I would hunt it again to evolve into Corsola. Got it. So you want to have a shiny Galarian Corsola and then also the Corsola. Makes sense. Galarian Corsola is way superior Corsola. Alright, we got 3 choices. Hopefully we get a good shiny in at least one of them. I think we'll go to the Coronet Highlands first because we haven't been there yet. And there are quite a few Pokemon that I'd like to get from there. I.e. the Elekid line. I'm very annoyed that I don't have Galarian Corsola makes me sad. Why is that? Is it because its history is very terrifying and sad? Like all ghost types? I think it's even scarier when they make a Pokemon a ghost type. Because it had a different past before, and now it's like extra sad. God, if you beat the game, you'll be able to get shiny Psyduck. Because even if you don't have the shiny charm boosts your odds a lot. But even if you don't have the shiny charm, if you just get to the part of the game where you unlock like massive mass outbreaks, you'll get Psyduck really quickly. Just go to the Crimson Islands over and over again. Okay, none of you guys are shiny. Ghost Coral, which means that it was a normal Corsola before it got polluted and killed. Yeah. Also interesting that you called it Ghost Coral. Yeah, isn't it supposed to be like the coral bleaching? Not what I wanted. Oh, it's because I picked up a freaking berry. I guess I won't really bother with this. Galarian and Corsola were wiped out by sudden changes in climate and ocean temperature, turning them into ghost types. Yeah, so again, a coral bleaching thing, where all the coral died because it got way too warm. So now it's like this pale color, although it can still be alive. It's so, you know, Galarian Corsola is still alive. It's a ghost type, but it's technically still alive. And can recover. But that's not common. I don't even catch the one that I... Ah! Cherum! So it's not quite pollution. More so just not a good care for the environment. Weird to think the Pokemon world has climate change as well. How's that weird to think of? I'm pretty sure Galarian Corsola just look like normal Corsola. Like pink. You know. It's just that specifically in Galar, as you could see, based on Wheezing in that game, has a lot more problems with pollution than other regions. Industrial Revolution as well. God, there are Pokeball factories and what and fast food restaurants. What do you mean? There's a shaky tree back there as well. Okay, trying to catch these guys. Oh yeah, and they're really far away. And of course, I didn't even catch it. Eh. Aha! Cherubi! Run away from the battle! Okay, cool. I mean, it's technically not the same world because the regions are all different sizes and like shapes, and the world isn't the same shape. Uh, but yeah, like that's what it is. That's what it is, right? Earth is still the same. It's just different regions of the world that we haven't been to yet have Pokemon. That's the whole thing. That's not how it works. They don't produce electricity like out of nowhere. They need energy to produce it. And while you can have Pokemon help you with that, they can't be the source of all of it because that would drain them and then they would die. Alright, I need one more shiny of you guys, if you would be so kind. That's not how it works, Scott. You don't just feed them food and then they produce whatever you want. Oh, they're gone now. Is that a shaky tree? No, it just looked like it. Why not then? Because that's literally not how it works. And I don't feel like going into this whole discussion with you and then have you just not understand and then make up some other dumb reason why it should be the way you think when it's not. A shaky tree. Not even a little bit, Scott. I just don't get any fun out of these discussions with you. They're completely one-sided and tire me out. Especially because you're not willing to do your own research. Oh wait, I could reset this because there were no shinies there. There are still the Crimson Marlins and the Alabaster Icelands, and I know that after this I'll actually I'll see. I'll see if after any of these I'll still get the Sneasel and Cobalt Coastlands options. That'd be interesting to see. Do I need Sneasel? Can't see it up there? Look a little closer, Scott, and then you'll know the answer to your question. That's Weavile. The mount Pokemon? No, they get summoned whenever I play a song. They don't belong to me. No, they don't teleport to me. They just like they run in from wherever. It's just that, the game doesn't it spend a lot of time doing that whole animation every time I Birdu doesn't get there in time, I die. The whole thing is that they're nobles chosen by God, so it's kind of their job to get there in time. So they never fail. Well, yeah, if they did, I die. Shinies here either. Serving for the rest of your life? I mean, they're not serving me. They're assisting me. I can't, like, make them do anything. I just have, like, permission from them for them to for like me to ride them. That's all it is. Like they literally give me permission. I don't have a choice. I mean, yeah, they could, but then they're not being very noble. Not a force thing, Scott. Stop trying to turn it into a force thing. Yeah, that's very obvious. Which also explains why people don't trust you with anything. In order to get Arceus, the flute you've been using to summon them literally turns into the young flute, which is given to you by God itself. Maybe they do just kind of get summoned there when you call them. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. But at the same time, it's a call, you know. It's their service for God, not for me. I don't know, Scott. I guess so, yeah. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not the deciding factor, you know? Like, I helped. And by that assistance, I was granted, that privilege, I guess. Okay, Scott, good that you get it. I still wait for that one little Snoron to be shiny one day. YOLO! Wow, they're never shiny. Why did the music just cut off really weird there? That was creepy. Aha, so it's not, depending on what you choose, you get a different outcome. So it's not the Sneasel. Which, whatever. Why did I just have a flashback of catching a shiny Oshawott? I don't think I have. No, I definitely haven't, but I'm gonna check just in case. Oshawott. Give them. Oh wait. Yeah, no, I don't have one. I'm gonna get one, I hope so. Okay. Gumi! All the starters elude me, unfortunately. Oh, I see. Just the Oshawott line for me. I mean, I'm still missing Decidueye, but like, you know, I've gotten 2 shiny Rowlet before. Oh, come on. Out of all the shinies. Could've gotten Krogunk. But no. I'll get 2 more. If there's one at the 1 hour mark, then there will be one at the 2 hour mark, and then one at the 3 hour mark. And I only stream for 3 hours. What the heck are you talking about? You have a full-edged shiny Krogunk? Nice. Oh, look, more Yanma. Okay, I got 3 options. I'm never gonna catch all the alphas. That's not the real challenge. It's not any harder than getting shinies. It's actually way easier than getting shinies. I skip alphas so often. Alphas are not stronger, they're just higher level, but once you get a normal Pokemon up to the same level as an alpha, the stats are the same. They're not any stronger than normal Pokemon. They're just bigger. The Alpha Octillery should be here. Oh, where is he? Oh, he's right there. Okay, I just got the wrong rock. Desperately want a shiny Hisui and Zorua. Have a shiny Zorua and a Zoroark. Who's mad at me? There's a Remoraid in the water. You have a shiny Alpha Electrode? Excuse you? I hope none of you have Ice Beam. Coco, that's not how it works. Uh-oh. Ow. That didn't even do any damage. You can't, Scott. Yeah, but I'm not on the spectrum, and I'm also interested in Pokemon, and I can remember all the names with no problem. So, that's not the reason. It might help you, but that's not how it is for everybody. Get bonked! Difference is my memory is absolute garbage, everything else except Pokemon. Yeah, but well, just like you said, if your interest is one thing, then of course you're gonna remember that thing. That thing is automatically way easier to remember by your brain. There's still 4 Octillery here, not including the Alpha. It's like when you have a kid, and like your kid struggles with school, but then they remember like all the lyrics of a song, but they can't remember like their multiplication tables. That's just because they're interested in the lyrics of a song and not interested in math. Okay, so no shinies here, so I can reset. I don't have a kid either, Scott. I'm just saying, I remember like I've known a lot of parents who like complain about that with their kids, like, oh, you're so good at this video game, but you can't do your math homework. Or, oh, you can't remember like vocabulary words and their definitions, but you can definitely remember all the lyrics to a song. It's like, yeah, that's interesting to kids. Why are you acting like that's not normal? I'll go here. Parents that complain like that should actually try being parents in their kids' lives instead of complaining. Unless you're a parent, I don't appreciate you saying that. Because just because parents complain like that doesn't mean they're not trying. And there's a huge difference between parents who complain like that every once in a while, or, you know, who knows how often, and then parents who exclusively mean things like that. Why do I only ever get, like, these monkeys? Alright, I guess I... And I didn't even catch that one. I'm gonna continue going. Until you are a parent yourself, you know, complaining about your own parents, that's normal. But, like, generalizing a lot of different parents and such, that's why I say, like, oh, parents I know. Because, you know, I've known them. I've seen how they act. And even then, I don't know everything about them. So I don't try to say, like, all parents or anything like that, because not all parents are like the parents I know. Probably most of them, because, you know, when you know enough parents, a lot of them are similar. Yeah, no, I have a lot of pets. I don't have a kid. Pretty much every parent I've met is like that with like two exceptions. So it's not pretty much every parent. That's my thing. If you say that specifically, like, oh, I know my own parents are like that and it bothers me. And a few other parents I know are also like that. But there are a couple exceptions. Once you specify it like that, it's not a problem at all. I just get really bothered when people generalize a lot and then come up with exceptions later. That's just me though. Other people might not care at all. But that's me for myself. I don't really, I try my best not to generalize certain things like that because I definitely don't want to undermine like the hard work that anybody puts in for their kids, you know. And unfortunately, when you're a parent, especially when you're a first-time parent, who do you have to relate to? Other people who are parents. And what do? Learn from them. So you could potentially get a lot of bad habits along with good ones. That Pikachu is sleeping. I didn't catch the one that was behind me, but this one's sleeping. Dang it! Now it's upset. I understand, point taken. Alright. I don't mean any offense. I heard from movies and TV shows that parenting is hard, that's where my knowledge ends. God, what about your own parents? No shiny Scyther. I guess I'll go this way. Hi, Luxray! Bidoof! Cute. Your parents talk to you about parenting? I specifically ask them questions about parenting. Because otherwise, all I ever get, specifically from my mom, are like complaints about parenting or stuff that's difficult, which, you know, I'm not going to take away from her. I don't know if it's hard, I've never done it. I'll take her word for it if she thinks it's hard. Um, but I ask them questions because it interests me. I like to know like the process because I feel like otherwise it's really easy to say, oh, my parents failed in this way, or they were really good in this way, or I can't believe they didn't do this for me as a kid. I would have been such a, you know, like a better adult or something if they just did this for me. That's really freaking easy to say when you don't even have like the thought process of your parents in mind. You know? So I ask questions. If you don't ask questions, they might not tell you anything, or they might, depends on the parent. My opinion is just I wish more parents were like more progressive, if that makes sense. My parents are very difficult to stuff like me being trans and whatnot, and I've heard plenty of horror stories about other people's parents. Oh, I getcha. Yeah, it's always a difficult thing when you fall under like what's considered to be like a progressive identity, I guess I would call it. So yeah, it's definitely difficult because the expectation is that everybody is supposed to be very open towards everybody else, right? But at the same time, on the parent side, it can be very difficult because they grew up in completely different times. Um, so a lot of things are hard for them to wrap their heads around. But at the same time, it's harder for the person who transitions most, you know? So all that stuff is like really hard to take into account and is different for everybody. Some people can do it with a lot of hard work, like with their parents, you know, their parents come to like understand them, at least mostly, so that they feel better about themselves and feel they can be themselves around their parents. Other people literally can't. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's a shiny Abra. I'll save the game real quick. But I've met a couple that are genuinely nice and want to support their kids. I want to be one of those parents when I'm a kid. Fair. Pretty much just don't assume the worst, I guess, if that helps at all. I mean, I'm really worried that the shiny I found was an Abra, and I missed it. Not that it matters. Yeah, so the alpha definitely isn't shiny. But I want to know if there was something else. I guess I'll reset and come back in and see if it still sparkles when I teleport back in. Or I guess when I spawn back in. I'm not seeing any other shinies. Let's do that real quick. But I might have actually, I might have saved after the shiny despawned, so I don't know. So we'll see. I'll do a quick roll around. Regardless, I have the full Abra line, so it's not like I really need it. But of course, I'd always rather not fail a shiny. Problem was I was in the air, so I wasn't, you know, you can't save while you're in the air. It is a shiny Abra. So how do I get over there without it despawning on me? I guess just like this. I got it. My parents are the kind of parents that would try to gaslight me out of being a gay trans girl, but I will say one thing that I appreciate them doing for me is not forcing religion, which is pretty common in parenting. I was never really, I never really had a religion forced upon me. Like, my parents have always just been, like, the general, like, Christian kind. Um, and, like, you know, we were taught, like, oh, appreciate things given to you by God or whatever. But we were never religious. We were never strongly religious or strictly religious or anything like that. Although outside of my mother and father, a lot of other people in my family are much more religious. Like my dad used to be Catholic because he's a European boy. He's an Italian Spanish boy. So most of the family is Catholic, and like he was raised into that. And then he was like, as an adult, he was like, I didn't like it, and then he became Christian. I'm pretty sure he got baptized into a Christian after being baptized as a Catholic. And I don't think his family ever gave him too much of a hard time on it, but then again, I don't know. That I haven't really asked about, because again, we're not very religious. So I guess I could appreciate that for sure. Nice shiny Bergmite. Finally, we get to go to the Cobalt Coastlands. We haven't even been there yet. Yes, we have. We were here for Octillery. We weren't here for a massive mass outbreak. I need you guys. Give me two shinies. Give me two. Two shinies. Me two. Run away. You guys, no secondary outbreak. I mean, I'll spook you away anyway. Aha! Dang it! Hey, by any chance you could put a pixel art Psyduck on stream like your Tyson? No, I would not. Scott, you start streaming and do it for yourself, or make it like your profile picture or something. Or I mean, not your profile picture, your screensaver, your lock screen, your home screen. Make it everything like that. I am not putting a Psyduck on my stream. Unless you gave me like $1,000. And then I would do it. Psyduck already is my lock and home screen. You must be very happy. Finneon! I love Finneon. Remoraid and Finneon, I believe, are like my favorite fish. My fishy. My favorite fish Pokemon. I could also be happier. $1,000 would make me much happier. Not because of the money thing, but because I could afford rent a little better. Game? Give me a shiny Burmy. I need a female. This is a male. Are they more often male than female? Am I kind of doomed? What do I have against Psyduck? Nothing. It's just that the reason that my little baby boy Tyson is here is because he's my favorite Pokemon of all time. And he's been my partner Pokemon since I was very small. So, I cannot get a Psyduck, which I do not love nearly as much as my baby boy Tyson, and put him on the same level. That would not be fair to Tyson. How the heck are you all the way over here? Never consistently had a partner Pokemon? Fair. A lot of people don't. Oh, now they're gone. Did I find these? Yeah, they were the Onyx. Found those. I always try to get an Absol if I can, but they're hard to come across in Pokemon games these days. Yeah, that's what makes me sad about Absol. It's like such a cool Pokemon introduced in, what was it, Gen 3? And it's, you know, not used that often. The coolest thing was when they gave it a Mega Evolution in X and Y. Like, that was such a freaking thing they did. I don't want to get robbed. Leave me alone. On my stream forever? That's a big ask. I wouldn't do it forever. Also, the $1,000 was to dissuade you, not for you to actually consider it, Scott. Guess I'll go this way since I have this path to go with. Obviously can't do it now? Okay, good. That's the whole point, is that I know you can't do it now. Exactly. But it would have worked out either way, because even if you fought in the bit war and like let's say you won the bit war and like donated a crap ton of money, you would likely not have $1,000 left over just to give me for the little pixel art Psyduck to be on my screen. So either way, I was winning that, and just dissuading you from doing it. Why? Bonk. What? The offer is legitimate. It's just, you know, I'd rather you don't take it. Have him peeking out. Again, the offer, it's the same offer, Scott. It's the same offer. Go, 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 go. Be back in like 8 months? Okay. Is that how much rent is for you? I won't tell you how much my rent actually is because no reason to tell you. But it is a lot. Considering where I live, it's not a big city area at all. There is a ton of crime here. The streets and neighborhoods are not well lit whatsoever. And by crime, I mean like bad crime, like a lot of stabbings, a lot of kidnappings, a lot of way more heinous crimes than that. It's not just your like, you know, pickpocketing or anything like that. It's really bad. Um, and it's a college town, so like that on top of, you know, my tuition and stuff like that, it's ridiculously expensive considering I live in a very, very tiny apartment. It's very small. So I won't tell you how much it is, but for what it is, it's a ridiculous amount. Rough neighborhood? Yeah, that's just how it is, unfortunately. Because it's a college town, it's ridiculously expensive, but also because it's a like a big university that like a lot of people think is prestigious when it's not. And they think it's like more special than other universities, which it isn't. Every other university I've heard about is like better than mine at treating their students well. Mine doesn't give two craps about their students. Even the ones that like get kidnapped and disappear forever, they don't care. They're just like, whoops, that's really unfortunate. To give you an idea, so Scott, I don't know how it is in the UK, right? I don't know how I guess college towns are in the UK, but where I live, and the college town I live in, which again, very much town, it's not a city. They call it a city because there's a lot of people in it, but there's only a lot of people in it because they're all students. Um, what's it called? A lot of people party and drink a lot of alcohol long before they're 21 years old. A lot of people do it. More students do it than not do it. And they get crazy drunk because they're really stupid and they don't know how to like have fun socially drinking without getting wasted. So, nice shiny Geo, dude. I'll take it. So as a result, in my college town, instead of there being, I don't know, support systems for such students, instead, across the street from the campus, there is a plaza with 6 incredibly popular clubs, one next to the other. It's not like they're down the street from each other or anything. Crossing the street from campus, like right next to like our grocery store, there's just a crap ton of clubs. And a lot of people get kidnapped. Quite a few girls, unfortunately, get sexually assaulted. because they get wasted and then somebody, takes them home who isn't their friend and then they, assault them. It's terrible. It's awful. It's why I don't go outside. Um, and this is not normal. All my friends who go to other universities and colleges, they come to my place to come visit me every once in a while, and they're completely astounded by how insanely unsafe the area is and how much it promotes the partying lifestyle to the point where you're not safe if you go across the street from campus. You're not safe on campus at night either. You're just not. Oh, why a drifloon? Are these some campus things because we don't really have them? Okay, cool. You don't gotta deal with it. So I've been listening to you while you've been talking, and I'm worried you're describing the area really close to me where my sister went to college. I doubt it because I know there's a lot of places like that in the U.S. in general. But I really hope it's yeah. How long do you have to stay there for? If I pass all my classes this semester, then hopefully I could just finish this December. But if not, I have to finish by next May, which I dread. I dread every single semester that I've been here because not only is it dangerous, but I don't have any close friends here that I could trust in case something were to happen to me. Or even have somebody to go places with so that I'm a little safer. Whenever I talk to my parents about it, my dad is always protective and okay, just be safe, just don't be stupid, make sure you're being good about it. If you're gonna go out somewhere, just go visit your friends in a different city where it's obviously a lot safer. The neighborhoods are well lit, and yeah, there's a lot of traffic problems and stuff. That's just how the state is. That's always the case. Um, but yeah, it's I'm by myself here. Whereas my mom is oh, you're just exaggerating because she loves the school I'm going to for some reason. It's one of the top schools in the country. I don't know what the heck they use to measure that because I would tell you a million times that that's not true. Oh yeah, I know what they use to measure it. The amount of money that goes into research. That's all it is. Yay, shiny Pikachu. Bonk. And I'll catch the other ones while I'm waiting. I didn't catch you. Fine, I'll just bonk. You're so cute. How many shinies have I got? Well, this would be my third one in this area, I think. But this is the first new one I've gotten today. Which is annoying because we're halfway through the stream. I know, Twitch really goofed it. Bonk. Nice. I'll defeat the other Pikachu, see if I can get another shiny one real quick. Don't paralyze me. Okay, good. Don't paralyze me, please. Okay, cool. Be funny if the college you went to was in Pence. No, it's not. I mean, you don't even have a secondary outbreak. I'm not gonna bother. Just sounds similar. Scott, it's just ridiculous, how much colleges in the country don't care about their students. Again, there are exceptions, of course. I don't go to those schools. Ah! Is that campus quality normal then? I wouldn't say is normal necessarily. I just would say it's not uncommon, which is really crappy. Like, again, considering my college is considered like one of the top in the country, it's really freaking unfortunate that this is the way it is. So cool, we got shiny Pikachu. Where is Pikachu on here? In the beginning. Bonk, bonk, and bonk. Yeah, you could just hunt them both specifically. That's a good idea for you to find them quick. One unique so far, yeah. I mean, it's whatever. Those days where I was getting like 5 and stuff, like those were anomalies. That was not supposed to be the case. Yeah, I bought more. What do you mean? Yay! Shiny Elekid! You can't even tell, but it's this one. Aqua, thanks so much for the 400 bits. I'm gonna preemptively put 166 on it. There we go. Where is Elekid? Towards the bottom. There you go, we got 2. But there's no secondary, so I'm not gonna bother. If I could just get the Electabuzz and the Electivire shinies that I gave the chip back, I'll just count the the Elekid line done and ignore them forever. Not like Chip needs them. They're gifts. You have nothing to do, damn. Why'd I give shinies to Chip? Because he really wanted Electivire on his team, so at first I like just gave him my shiny Electabuzz because this is before I was going for like the living decks. This was a long time ago. I just found it randomly in the Alabaster Icelands. So I gave it to him. And then when I was shiny hunting for Pokemon for my team, I found a shiny Alpha Electivire. So I gave that to him, but I never took the Electabuzz back. So I guess I'll take the Electabuzz back for now. I've given him other shinies too. I gave him a shiny Turtwig so he could have a shiny Torterra. I wanted to give him a shiny Rowlet, but he doesn't really like shiny Decidueye that much in this game. He prefers normal Decidueye. So, you know, he didn't want that. I also gave him a shiny Alpha Togetic, so I might take that back from him. There's quite a few Pokemon I've given him that I should probably take back, at least for the shiny living deck, so he can at least be included, you know, because once I show people that they're there, I'll give them right back to him. It's not that big a deal. You prefer the green Decidueye? I gotcha. He likes the green of, like, normal Decidueye. Like a Alolan Decidueye. No shiny. You're close to 10 stars? Nice. Oh, a Rowlet! Oh, and they have a secondary horde. Okay, please give me a shiny. Dang it! How do you know they have second hordes? Because this thing, the horde, like the Pokemon here, has a little sparkle on it. This means that it has a guaranteed secondary horde. So if I were to like clear out this Luxio horde, it would give me a secondary horde. Now, it doesn't mean that only these have secondary hordes. Like this Nosepass horde may have a secondary. It's just a slim chance, but this at least tells you it's guaranteed. You never known that? The game tells you! The game literally explains all this to you. We got shiny Elekid, so that's good. Two people who can't read? Yeah, Aqua. Oh, how they plague the earth. Nope. You cannot have any of my spare shinies. Again, I don't have Nintendo Online, so... Oh, they have a secondary. Okay. Just got jumped by Outboss. What? No. Give me a shiny electrode. I mean, this works too if I get a shiny one of you guys. Eh. Oh, no more spawning. That sucks. I hoped. If Ditto turns into Arceus, can you travel through time? No. Probably just like teleport normal. I mean, Ditto was created by humans. So, I mean, I guess don't blame him. Yeah, I know Pokemon, like, the series was made by people, but not all Pokemon were created by humans, like, within the Pokemon lore. Can Mewtwo time travel? No, Celebi can, though. I don't think Mewtwo can time travel. But I know Celebi can. Just because he's the strongest doesn't mean he's overpowered. Like, being the strongest doesn't mean you can do literally everything. It just means you'll beat everybody else in a fight. Alpha Ralt is terrifying because you can't see Ralt's eyes very easily. So seeing the red glow go through the little, like, green hat, very spooky. What? Didn't Mewtwo just try to destroy the world or something? What was he planning on doing if the other Arceus showed up? It was never trying to destroy the world. What was his plan then? To run away from people and keep Pokemon safe? And fight people because people were trying to control him? Mewtwo was born with a hatred for people. Because he was created as a weapon. So, you know. Not necessarily. Mewtwo essentially wanted to free all Pokemon. But in a poorly twisted way because he's such a poor little boy. How do you plan on doing that? Well, Mewtwo has the power to create Pokemon clones, so he can make clones of Pokemon without making actual Pokemon fight people. So as a result, he could essentially have like, theoretically an eternal fight against people, while whatever Pokemon the people send out will eventually tire out and not be able to fight anymore. Piplup! I'd love to, just because I want to see a little Piplup around really cute, but I won't do that. Oh, I need Chansey. Please give me a shiny Chansey. Are you talking about Detective Pikachu? Or what movie are you talking about? I'm very confused. Yay! Fine. It was the last one to spawn too. Let's go! We got 3 today. Where's Chansey's thing? No, 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 that's not what I want. I mean, not a big deal. It'll still be there. Thanks, Storm. By the way, hello, Angel. I read the big message you sent. It was basically the longest DBZ title ever. I appreciate. We got options. Dragon Ball, I watched ever since I was very small. Probably wasn't a good idea because there's so much. I mean, it's not the worst gore in the world, right? But I guess there's quite a bit of gore. For a small child to watch, it's probably not the best choice. But I loved it. I always watched it when it was on TV. I'm not caught up though. I gotta catch up. Oh my god, the ghosts. I hate them. Ghosts. Dragon Ball type Pokeball. Yes, Scott. It's in specifically in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. You get it when you get like all the Pokemon in the game and every item in the game. And then you can get the Dragon Ball. And then once you get the Dragon Ball, you can catch whatever Pokemon you want. It's like the Master Ball, but like with the Dragon Ball, you get to pick. Be like, oh, I want a shiny Arceus in the Dragon Ball, and then it'll just give you a shiny Arceus. Super cool. The anime is returning next year, and I'm excited for it. That's awesome. I want to gather Dragon Balls and wish for Pokemon to be real so I can cuddle with an Absol. Be a Gardevoir for no specific at all. I feel like you would rather... I feel like a better wish would be to go to the Pokemon world yourself. And like have a way to come back if you want. Because unfortunately, making the wish like just Pokemon being real, in a world where not everyone is used to Pokemon and would love Pokemon the way that we would love Pokemon, except probably Scott, because Scott wants to just like turn them into machines, like an idiot. It'd probably be better just for us to go to a Pokemon world where Pokemon are already well established to be good buds and such, you know? Because if we just bring them into existence here, people like Scott, but with a lot more money and a lot more power, they would ruin everything. Give me a shiny Miss Magus. Dang it. What's the lore? Yeah, once you gather all the Dragon Balls, you can make a wish. Depending on the dragon. No shiny. Isekai to the Pokemon world, that's my wish. I wouldn't do that because a lot of people, even though they love Pokemon, might not want to like leave their homes forever. Just limit it to yourself, or you know, if you want, make a group of people who are like, hey, would you be okay with leaving this world behind forever and going to the Pokemon world? I didn't. Okay. You wish to be able to time travel? I mean, I don't know what my wish would be. Because I could be like, you know, I could go full on selfish, right? And just, you know, make all my dreams come true. Which I guess could include the unrealistic ones. But at the same time, I could do so much more. But I don't know what that much more would be because I've never really had a chance to think about it. Or I've never had a reason to think about it, I guess. Because I don't have that kind of power. Arbok spelled backwards is Cobra. Good job. Time travel would be such a scary thing for a lot of people because let's say there's a terrible accident, right? Within like a family or something. Say, you know, somebody gets lost or goes missing or dies or something terrible happens. Time travelers would be like, oh, let's just go back to before it happened so that I could fix it. And then when you realize that time travel most likely doesn't work that way, and then when you learn the actual rules of time traveling, because a lot of movies with time travel have tried setting their own rules, and a lot of the rules are similar, but there are some differences that are like major enough that it could change everything. So like, you'd have to learn the rules of time travel for whatever version of time travel you have, and then see what you can do with it, and what you're willing to do with it, because it'd be a lot scarier once you learn all the rules. I used to have dreams of people genetically engineering Pokemon to actually exist Jurassic Park style, and I've always loved that idea. Don't talk about that. Scott literally doesn't shut up about that. And I think it's a terrible idea. Because unfortunately, humanity is the kind that wants to just control, like, animals for their benefit and not for the happiness of the animal as well. You can have animals do things for you and then be incredibly happy. I.e., horse owners. The problem is, not everybody thinks that way. People with, like, those huge goals in mind, a lot of times get corrupted by, like, the money that it brings them and all the power it brings them, and then it's no longer about the harmony between humans and animals, which humans are animals and the worst kind, in my opinion. Stop seeing me, please. Also, I thought this was gonna be something. I thought I could break this. Not fond of being crispy cute by real life Charizard. That's fair too. If you make Pokemon real, then if I had time travel, I'd make myself immortal. How does that work? If you were in the Pokemon world, you'd be perfectly fine. Yeah, but if your wish is to just make Pokemon real, Scott, why are you assuming that the future would have immortality? Or anti-aging? Like, what if you go to the future and all you see is, like, nothing because the world exploded? That's why the wish should be in the Pokemon world. Because then you go by Pokemon world rules, where getting struck by lightning wouldn't kill you. You'd be in a lot of pain, and you'd have little smoky color all over your body. But you wouldn't die. Whereas if you just wish Pokemon were real in this world, then Pokemon would be abiding by this world's rules, where hugging a Magcargo would kill you. Being within 100 feet of a Magcargo would kill you. God, you don't have the intelligence to put humanity on a course to make anti-aging a thing, by the way. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'd prefer to travel to different worlds. You'd never know what different paths humanity would take. That's pretty cool. It doesn't even have to be that, but it gets somewhat complicated and it's hard to convey over text. Sure, Scott, sure. Storm, I definitely appreciate your thing. Because for me, it'd be like, the best thing to do is to learn about other things, right? Rather than just make something happen by yourself, giving people the ability to learn about different worlds. Of course, not everybody would use it, but that ability existing already gives humanity like a much better chance at not only survival, but living in a way better way than we are currently. Hi, Alan. I found 3 more shinies today. Just keep finding horses though for some reason. All these horses. Which ones? I got Pikachu, I got Chansey, and I can't remember the third one I got. But there's a third one somewhere in there. Elekid, that's what I got. I think it'd be funny to wish to be a god and troll humanity. Oh god, that would suck so much. I would hate that. God, that's not how time travel works. You would have to know how to manipulate time. And I could just imagine 500 Scots coming back and being like, bro, we did it wrong. I don't know what to do. Why not just wish to be an immortal time traveler? I feel like that's too many powers. I feel like that's cheating. The Dragon Balls can do anything? Yeah, but if they grant one wish, they might take immortal time traveler as 2 wishes. Because being immortal is separate from being a time traveler. You know? That's why it's like, whenever it came to using the Dragon Balls to bring somebody back to life, you could never bring more than one person back to life with one wish, you know? They're separate things. Well, I know the Dragon Balls granted 3 wishes when it was the Namekian dragon. The Namekian dragon could grant 3 wishes. And then once Piccolo and Kami fused, and then Dende took over, he made a dragon that could grant 2 wishes. If it's changed since then, I don't know. But from last I remember, Shenron can grant 2 wishes. I thought Dende buffed Shenron and gave it a second wish. Oh, please, give me this. Did he buff it again? How'd he do that? I gotta go back into watching it. It's been so many years since I watched Dragon Ball. I need to watch it again. The problem is that every time I watch it for like 3 weeks straight. And then get nothing done. Why would you bring someone back to life? Just wish for the ability to cure death? Well, Scott, when the person who died is like the only hope for the world in terms of protecting the world from danger, you kind of want that person to be alive no matter what. And a cure for death, that's not how it works. If you just prevent, like, death, you'd most likely just be in a state of constant suffering. I don't like that all of you saw me. I'm gonna leave and come back. He just did IDK. I'd have to watch the episodes again and see, because I don't remember. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I'm like, I need to rewatch a lot of Z. I watched GT a bunch, which is funny because nobody else liked it. But I really liked it. Alright, choose shiny. You're so annoying! He was running for no reason. They literally don't hit you. Oh, this guy does. Literally no shinies. This is setting. Super long Kami bar to start it? I mean, that's fine. It's a lot easier for people who like grew up with the show. Cause like when I was growing up with it, Dragon Ball Z came out way before I was born. But because like my cousins who were older than me, they were already watching it. It was easy for me to get into it, and then I was like, oh well, I want to fill in the parts I don't know, so I went to watch like the original Dragon Ball, and which wasn't that long, you know what I mean, compared to like now where Super is super long. Haha, Super is super long. So I was able to keep up with it quite a bit, and I watched pretty much all of it. I think I am caught up on Super. I think I was able to catch up on it, but like I don't remember much because it was a while ago. A lot of the classic animes feel like they were made for TV, and most of them be missed, so there's just a bunch of filler, I think. I mean, I don't think so. Yeah, there's definitely filler stuff, but that's because, like, those, I guess, more classic anime are meant to, be enjoyed at every step. I guess I sometimes don't like newer anime. Not newer anime in general, obviously, but there's some that I've seen that just try to fit too much, like, drama and conflict into every episode because it's supposed to be, like, a thriller or a horror or something like that. And even if they're short, there are some that don't pack in too much stuff, too much plot or anything like that, and then they do an anime like justice, I guess, in that sense. Like, definitely, you don't have to be over 1,000 episodes to have a really intriguing and really good story. But that extensive, like, build-up of each character makes you fall in love with it a little bit more, I think. Because there are other shows that are thousands of episodes as well that are just a bunch of garbage. And what a good anime does in terms of filler is that even when there are filler episodes when nothing to drive the plot forward specifically happens, you get to learn more about, like, let's say, like the side characters and stuff like that. And then when they do big things during when like the series gets back on track and everything, you're not surprised by it. It doesn't seem weird or forced to you because you got to know the character. Oh, I don't need you guys anymore. The purpose of filler is because the anime gets adapted during the manga's run, and the anime will begin to catch up to the manga. So the filler episodes happen to get more content from the manga to adapt. Yeah, that too. If you just, yeah, it's quick to make the anime based off the manga when the manga's already written. But unfortunately, that also leads to like some anime being really crappy compared to the manga because they try to finish the anime before the manga's done. What was it? What series was I? Okay, a series that I really loved the manga for that I read when I was a lot younger and I read to its completion was Vampire Knight. I really liked that series personally. It was like huge when it came out. I don't know how the heck I ever came in contact with it because it's not like I read manga constantly and I was also very young. So I never like asked for manga. I don't know how I got in possession of it. Whoops. But I got into Vampire Knight and I loved the manga. It was really cool. I thought that like all the pacing of it and everything was really well done. It was just, you know, like the whole vampire trope thing, like the vampire romance trope. But at the same time, there was a lot of really, really screwed up stuff in that show that I loved. Cut to the anime, I watched it a few years ago, and it sucked balls. The anime tried. So the anime was being created alongside the manga. The anime didn't even start that much later than the manga started. So as a result, it had absolutely no time before it caught up to the manga completely. And because the manga took, it wasn't so much a hiatus, but because the volumes were like getting really long and there was a lot of story happening because like 1,000 years passed at one point in the manga series, the anime stopped after 2 seasons. And the ending that they chose for the anime sucked. It wasn't like the manga's ending, at least for like that one saga, I guess you would call it, or like that one point in the series. It was just really, really bad. And like it was completely like unsatisfying at all, completely unsatisfying, and it wasn't fun, and there wasn't enough character buildup before all the bad stuff went down and everybody like there was so much conflict that characters had to like completely leave the story and you're like I didn't even get to know you yet. I don't care that you're leaving. Whereas in the manga you're like completely distraught over a character making such a big choice like that. So that's what it just left me completely confused and it made me really sad. Oh, there's so much stuff I need to read. Never read a manga, still somewhat new to anime as a whole, TBH. My favorite is when anime studios just straight up don't adapt the manga after half the series being aired. Promise Neverland. Exactly. I've heard the complaints. You're just gonna have to buy all the manga to feel satisfied then. Yeah, I know. I do want to. I won't buy any manga yet because I am moving out of this apartment relatively soon. I'd rather have less stuff to move. And also, I know that if I buy the manga, I want to get a few manga box sets. I want the box set of Rosario Vampire, Vampire Knight. I want the box set of Demon Slayer. I love the Dragon Ball box set, but that's too many books, so I'm not gonna do that. And the anime is great, so I'll just stick to the anime. Um, Fruits Basket box set. I want that too. Those are like the 4 big ones I really, really want. But I don't have the money for a box set. And I know that if I buy it, I'm gonna spend a lot of time just reading it. Just like when I get into any anime that I like, I just watch it consistently for a long time until I'm done with it. And then, like, I'm not productive at all, and it's just not a fun time, I guess. I mean, I have fun watching, but then it sucks to, you know, realize later that I haven't done any work. I heard Demon Slayer? Yeah, of course. Alright, you butt cheeks. No shiny. Right. Shiny Alpha Luxray, come on, spawn right now because I said so, please. Dang it. Wish I could get Crunchyroll on my Switch, would be great for travels. I literally have Obanai's sword custom made since I love him so much. How the heck do people have the money for that? Is that legal? What do you mean? Is what legal? Having a sword? Perfectly illegal to have a sword. I cosplayed him with my girlfriend who cosplayed Mitsuri. That was the first time we went on vacation too. I want to go on vacation. I have not had a vacation in so long. Like a proper vacation. Like a 2-week break from school, that's not a freaking vacation. Where am I? I'm going over there. You cannot be trusted with a sword. Nobody ever give him a sword. Please and thank you. For the good of mankind, do not give this freaking man-child a sword. Why the quick response? Because you're saying stupid things. Oh, come on, Rotom. Why can't any of you ever sparkle for me? I found so many of you. You have 2 shiny Rotom. What the heck? You would 100% ruin the blade, Scott. Do not do that ever, please. Shiny Magnezone? No. I don't need you guys. God would be out here committing atrocities with his blades. Not hurting people, but just trying to like cut rocks in half like a fool. If God was an anime character, who would he be? I gotta think of like the dumbest, most irresponsible anime character. I guess I can't think of enough anime characters. I guess I haven't watched a lot of anime with characters that I hate so much just because they're so inept. The only anime characters I hate are the ones that are like, you know, super evil and like terrible, but they're not stupid. You would not be Tanjiro ever. Hi, Fortnite. Oh, I need you guys. Okay. Give me 2 shinies! What anime character would I be? I don't know. I'm probably not actually cool enough to be anybody important. Sure, Scott. I know I'd probably be Denki Kaminari, a dumb side character with a cool but next useless power that just tries to make friends and get a girlfriend. Damn. But that means you wouldn't have your girlfriend. Oh, damn. A conundrum, really. Yeah, I have my super awesome Alpha Lucario. I've been dating her for 10 months at this point, and my Kinzles has dramatically changed since I met her. God, did you read the message? It's Big Yellow Lucario spelled wrong, and you thought that was the name of the anime that Coco was talking about? Is that what just happened? I think that might be what just happened. This is not my finest hour. Incredible. I know, Scott. I was trying to hold in my laughter because I didn't want to laugh about it and then be wrong. So I wanted to confirm first that I was right. God, I'm sorry. I can't not. Don't worry. I'll just laugh internally. You won't have to hear it. Yep. Quite a good anime. I feel sleepy and I was wondering why, and then I realized it's because I haven't eaten. I'm hungry. I'll eat lunch after the stream. Then I have to go to lab. I don't want to go to lab. We don't do anything. It's a waste of time. I mean, we do stuff. But, like, it's a waste of time. I'd say it's pretty good, though there's quite the tone shift, and it basically goes from happy-go-lucky superhero show to like brutal, gruesome murder and death. Yeah, that show is like one of the biggest turns that I've like seen in anime that seems to be like superhero style for kids. You know what I mean? I mean, you said it, so of course you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, it's a massive shift that I mean it takes a while to go through, so you know at least it's not like immediate. But yeah, it's a pretty big deal. But at the same time, I feel like it still fits the show. Yeah, it takes a minute to get there because it's what it's been setting up. Why are there only two? Ah, there you guys are. That tree scared me. That tree over there by the rock scared me. The show is more about seeing the perspective of a true superhuman society and not so much an innocent high school story with superpowers as most people thought. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was gonna be like Sky High, the anime. A little cooler than that, but still, you know. That was essentially what people thought it was gonna be. Eh! Yeah! Look at me! Look at me! Why are you up here? This is so inconvenient. It goes from Sky High to the boys. Yeah, yeah. That's a really good way of putting it. Love the boys. Ow. Don't. Oof. Oh, it still hit me. Why does he get to keep attacking? They're supposed to just die after the first explosion. That had me kind of shook for quite a while. Oh, for sure. What's an anime? There's an anime that I stopped watching because it was too much for me. And The Boys isn't too much for me. An anime that was too much for me was Made in Abyss. I've only seen season 1. I have yet to see the movie and the second season because I'm pretty sure there's a movie in between. And I will probably not see it. That crap is too much for me. It's not maiden, like the word maiden. It's made in. Yes. That one. And it's not even the death that gets me. It's like the brutal screaming whenever any of them gets hurt. And if you elevate even like 30 meters when we're at this elevation, this deep down, you like explode in blood. It's awful. It's gore. Yeah, there's more gore as you go on. At first, it's like, oh, a small injury. Oh, this person is sick. Oh, we don't really know what's going on. It's not that bad. But as the show progresses, it gets worse and worse. And they're like small children. Small children like screaming and writhing in pain over monsters that they're fighting because one of them wants to see her mom. That gets to me a lot. It's terrifying. Had no idea I got a second season. Oh yeah, it's good. I'm not watching it. I can handle gore. I watched Castlevania. It's something with gore. But like, suffering is, I think, what gets me. Gore is fine. Well, I mean, I need to get used to like new shows kind of gore for a bit because a lot of shows have like different styles, and sometimes it's a little much for me at the start. But then once I get used to it, it's not a big deal. Like Rick and Morty. Like when Rick and Morty showed like a lot of its gore, I was like, Jesus Christ. But then you get used to it. It's not a big deal. But then, why there's so many of you guys and you're not even gonna give me shinies? But then when it comes to some shows, like Made in Abyss, it just goes to extreme suffering, which I don't like. Which just, you know, affects me a lot. Oh, I got one. There it is. Okay. I wanted to watch that show, I just forgot what it was called, and I was scared my FBI agent would send someone after me for looking up the only thing I knew about this show. Yes. Small children getting murdered. Alright, so I really need to... Bonk. Where's the shiny one? Oh, you're right there. Nice! So that's not a new one, but we need Miss Maggie, so I'll be able to evolve that one. Hey, good for you, Scott. I've heard it's pretty bad. I have no idea about season 2. I have not looked at it. And anything after season 1, I have no idea. But like the end of season 1 ruined me, so I don't know if I'll be able to watch anything after that. Like the fact that season 1 ended with a relatively happy ending. I was hoping to turn to Braviary in time. The fact that season 1 ended with a relatively happy ending, although, you know, a big cliffhanger, like they're supposed to continue their adventure. But the fact that they're all like still alive and like mostly okay, I think I'll just stick to that ending. How far the show has like pushed, it's scary. If you could give me a shiny Rowlet, I'd be so happy. Or a shiny Dartrix, that works too. Jump. Just one more spawned. Well, there are no more new things to go after, so I guess I'll just take out this Dartrix. Ah, they're gone. Oh well. I need the Reaper spot, don't I? What do I need? No, I need a Dusk Zone. Why do they have one? Reaper's Cloth is for Dusclops. Nice. Ruby Outbreak. Oh, I've already done a couple and it doesn't even give me shinies. I can't believe it. We got it. Why do you ever see any time distortions? Because time distortions can't happen during thunderstorms or blizzards. So, which is exactly the weather that massive mass outbreaks happen in. So you'd have to wait for a massive mass outbreak to clear out for a space-time distortion to take place. They could occur during like normal rain, but this is a thunderstorm. It's a rainstorm. So they can't occur during storms. So you can't find a distortion during a massive mass outbreak. You can find them during normal mass outbreaks. I don't need Tangra. Okay, I get options. I'll do this one because it's quicker. I would really love a shiny Scyther. And monkeys. Weasel. What is this? I guess I'll start over here and just go wee. I think I'll do that. Is there a reason for him not spawning during storms? That's just a rule of the game. I think it's exactly so that, like, they can't interfere with massive mass outbreaks. Because space-time distortions would most likely take one of the slots of a massive mass outbreak, which would definitely mess with the game a lot. The way space-time distortions work is every time you open the menu, pause the timer. If you battle, pause the timer. You have a 20% chance to get one every 5 minutes. If you just sit still and don't do anything. I mean, you can still run around. You don't have to sit still and do nothing. But yeah, the longer it takes for one to spawn, the more likely it is that one will spawn, I think, at like 5 or 10 minute intervals after 5 minutes. But yeah, that's just how it is. But yeah, they can't spawn during storms, so no blizzards and no rainstorms. They can spawn during rain and snow and fog, but not during storm. Which I'm pretty sure is just so that they don't interfere with massive mass outbreaks. A shiny Shellos! Oh, I was gonna bonk you in the back. Actually, why don't I just do this? It's so much quicker. Feel like some shinies are more common than others? Definitely not, but it feels that way. I mean, unless I have perfected, dex entries, then yeah, some shinies would be more common than others, statistically, but no. Starters are not more rare. Like, shiny starters are not more rare, that's not how it works. It's just that shiny starter hordes are more rare, so, you know. Who got mad at me? There's Pikachu here. You guys. More Abra. Is Burmy the rarest shiny in the game? Well, no, because I have one. And I don't know. No, because aren't there Burmy mass outbreaks? Not massive mass outbreaks, but like the normal ones. Can you find Burmy in those? Because I know you can find like Cherubi and Combi in those. So if you could find Burmy in those too, then it'd be fine. I'm pretty sure it'd be the Distortion Shinies. I don't think so, I've never seen one. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to check. No, Scott, that's not how it works. The odds of finding a shiny are like the same for every Pokemon. You're more likely to find a specific shiny because you see that Pokemon everywhere, but that doesn't make the odds of finding, like, the odds of that Pokemon being a shiny higher. That's not how it works. Yeah, I lost. Love my shiny slug. You have the entire shiny Gumi line? Yeah, I do. A random Shinx! Alright, Shinx, I have one question to ask you, one question only. Why aren't you in Alpha? I have so many of those. No! Beat the game on your own, Scott. And again, no freaking Switch Online. Stop asking me to give you shinies. When even if I wanted to, I literally can't. I was gonna be really upset if those Cascoons spawned and then one of them was shiny. No shiny. I was almost excited that the Wormadam was female because I was so used to like finding male Burmy, but every Wormadam is female. The tree should shine if the Burmy is shiny. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. If you hit the tree and the tree sparkles, then it's a shiny. Before you hit it, nah. It would confuse a lot of people. Monkey! Oh, and they have a secondary outbreak. Perfect. No way, monkey! Poor monkey tried running up a mountain. Don't spawn any Monferno, because they're annoying. Okay. Oop. Why is Combi here? Why does it seem like it's always raining on your game? God, I literally just explained this. Because when there's a massive mass outbreak, there's always a rainstorm. That's the whole point. Hello, gamer. How you doing? Oh, I forgot that you get upset. I should have caught you first. I mean, I'm not really gonna bother because it'll be like last time. Where I caught a Wurmple in like a Wurmple Silcoon horde and then the Wurmple evolved into a Cascoon. Are the odds of shinies boosted for tree Pokemon or is it base shiny charm base odds? I'm pretty sure it's just shiny charm base odds. Like whatever odds you have for that Pokemon. And if you have the shiny charm. I don't think it's any boost any higher for trees. Which is why I feel like Burmy can be found in a mass outbreak, but I could be wrong. I know not all Pokemon can outbreak. So maybe Burmy can't. But like I know Cherubi can, you know? And I know Combi can as well. And they're like otherwise well Burmy's not exclusively tree, but Cherubi is almost exclusively tree. I'm gonna look it up real quick just so I know. Oh, gamer, thanks so much for the follow. Doesn't seem like you. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think Burmy can outbreak. Hobie can. Hobie can and Cherubi can, but it seems like Burmy can't. Oh, so Burmy's gonna be a pain in the butt no matter what. Thankfully, you can find Mothim out and about. But yeah. You've completed the page of the Pokedex of any Pokemon? I've got. Don't worry about it. I've got them all. Everybody who was on my team was like first to get fully completed. Maybe you want to close its eyes? Yeah, because I look down. When I look down, it thinks I'm closing my eyes. But that's also because of the angle that I have the camera at, because the camera is, I mean, you've seen me when I just did like normal video cam and stuff. Uh, well, this isn't. But yeah, so because of the angle that my camera is at, since the angle is not like right in, the camera's not right in front of my face, it's like above it. So whenever I look down, it thinks I'm blinking. Ah! Why couldn't you be shiny instead of alpha? It was bigger than the tree it was hiding in. What is this baloney? Eh! Not collecting shinies, you're collecting alphas. That's gonna be so nice and easy for you. Opinion on spicy and sour foods? I have a limited tolerance for spicy. Actually, I hate spicy. I meant to say sour, but I said spicy on accident. I don't like spicy. Some things being like a light bit of spicy, like let's say like a sausage that you put on like a grill. Those being a little spicy, that's fine. I can usually take that. I can't like eat it very quickly or anything because I have a low tolerance for spice. But it's like fine, you know. I don't. It's not the best. Sour. When I think of sour, I think of like candy and fruits and stuff. I like some sour fruits. I really love passion fruit, which is weird because it's one of like the most sour fruits I've ever had. And I can't, like, I don't like grapefruit. I don't know. But I can't tolerate a lot of spicy. Some stuff is just spicy to the point where, like, the moment it, like, you put it in your mouth, it's immediately, like, itchy at the back of your throat, or, you know, like, spicy at the back of your throat, and it, like, makes you cough. I don't like that. I don't find it enjoyable, personally. But I do appreciate, like, you know, just, like, some black pepper on stuff, and things like that. Stuff that gives it flavor while being spicy is okay. But I can't tolerate a lot of it. I'm just a little baby. You love ghost pepper stuff? Jesus. I think it unironically tastes good. If you like it, then you like it. Who cares? I know they have flavors. That's why they also have like different types of spice. Jakey tree. Not what I wanted. Dang it. Never tried them, but I heard they hurt. It's terrible. And I like seeing how much pain I can take. You're one of those people. I can respect that. Reapers hurt worse than ghost peppers, but ghost peppers burn longer. Yeah, that's the whole thing about ghost peppers, is that it's the kind of pepper where, like, people don't eat for a while because of how bad it is. Whereas a Carolina Reaper, like, hurts a lot more, but within, like, a few hours, you're fine. I didn't even tell what the Pokemon was here. It's Starly. I feel like it's better to go here. I eat them with hot wings and stuff. I see. Not into stabbing my mouth with spice. Fair. I just like really savory things when it comes to food. Like, I don't eat wings very often at all. Probably because the minimum amount of wings that you get in the United States is like 10 at most wing places, and I can't eat 10 wings. I only eat like 4, 6. All my family can eat spicy and they love it. Not an insane amount of spicy, but they really love spicy. And I'm just here like, nope, I don't like it. I was raised with spice like that around me, so it's pretty easy for me. I can't eat sweet foods too much either. For me, I like sweet things, but sweet things with good flavor. I guess it's similar to the spicy thing. If things just taste sugary, I don't like it. I like sweet things with a purpose. Professor, I got a shiny happy pee. Oh, we're over 3 hours already? Jeez, okay, cool. So we're ending the stream. Let me go organize my Pokemon. I didn't realize we were like over time. Whoopsies. Let me organize everything. Ah, look at all these shinies. So you're a duplicate. You're a duplicate. You're a duplicate. You. You. You're new, you're new. You're new. Three hours is the max? Yeah. I only ever stream 3 hours. Because I have classes to go to and homework to do. Sorry about that. If I had a brighter future in streaming, I'd probably do it for longer. I've never had anybody ask for like or want my stream to be longer either, so that's a first. You can't even tell. Cater to Aqua. I don't want to do that. I don't like it. I get sad. I get legitimately sad whenever I see Aqua like I don't like it. If they do it for Suckle, perfectly fine. Suckle is more than deserving of Suckle's had you guys as viewers for a lot longer, you know. But me, I haven't done anything to deserve such help from others. Do I stream daily? Yes, I do. Every day except Mondays. I don't stream Mondays. 10,000 bits a month. Try not to swear on my stream, please, and thank you. I'll have to have Chip moderate. But yeah, that'll be it for the stream today. Thanks so much for watching. We got 4 more shinies today, which is great. If you enjoyed, go ahead and follow me here. If you want to support me, like Aqua supports me a lot, you can go ahead and donate or sub or cheer, whatever you enjoy. And all the VODs go to my YouTube channel at Kilmapai VODs, and I have a couple videos on Kilmapai as well. So if you want to watch the VODs up until now and see all the shinies that we've gotten, you can go ahead and do that. This one will be going up on the VODs channel as well. But other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back with more streams tomorrow. Goodbye.